They told me to take down my security cameras because they made the neighborhood feel watched. You can't make this stuff up. Here's what happened. A few months ago, we'd had a series of car break-ins in our neighborhood. Packages were disappearing from porches, and even my next-door neighbor had her car rummaged through in the middle of the night. So I decided to do something about it. I installed 3 small motion-activated security cameras, one above the garage, one by the front door, and one aimed at the driveway. They were discreet, not flashy, and positioned to record only my property. Within a week, I finally felt safe again. But then, the HOA showed up. A letter appeared in my mailbox. Notice of violation, unauthorized exterior devices. Please remove all cameras immediately. Failure to comply will result in daily fines. I actually laughed at first. Cameras? Really? I called the HOA office thinking it had to be a misunderstanding. The manager told me, security cameras are not permitted. They make residents feel uncomfortable and invade community privacy. I said, uncomfortable? You mean the same residents who've been getting their cars broken into? No luck. The HOA insisted I take them down or start paying $100 per day in fines, so I started digging. I read through every page of the HOA bylaws. Nothing, not one single line, mentioned cameras. There were rules about paint colors, mailboxes, even trash can placement, but not a word about security devices. Then I checked state law, and guess what? My state explicitly allows homeowners to install security cameras on their own property, as long as they done a record inside someone else's private space, which mine didn't. So I wrote back to the HOA. I included photos showing exactly where my cameras pointed, the relevant state law, and a simple message. These are for safety. I'm within my legal rights. They're staying. A week later, another letter showed up, with even bigger fines. But then, something happened that changed everything. One night, my cameras caught a guy trying to open my neighbor's car door. I shared the footage with her, and she called the police. The video led directly to the arrest of the suspect, who'd been linked to multiple thefts in the area. The next day, the story hit the local news. HOA tried to ban security cameras that helped catch neighborhood thief. The footage from my cameras played on TV, clear as day, showing the thief caught in the act. The HOA looked ridiculous. Neighbors started showing up at my door, thanking me. A few even went out and bought their own cameras. Within a week, half the street had installed security systems. The HOA panicked. They sent a clarification letter, claiming their goal was to maintain community harmony, not restrict safety measures. But it was too late. Residents demanded a rule change, and at the next meeting, the board officially updated the bylaws to allow cameras for home security. The fines were dropped, the violation was erased, and my cameras, still right where they belong. Now, every time I see that little blinking light on my camera, I smile. Because those cameras didn't just protect my home, they exposed how far the HOA was willing to go to control people. This story proves something important. HOAs might think they can dictate every part of your property, but safety isn't negotiable. So tell me, would you fight your HOA if they told you to take down your security cameras? Drop your answer in the comments below.